Welcome you to this great hour of encounter with the Lord. I pray that the Lord will give you understanding as you listen to the word of the Lord. I want to, by the mercies of God, read Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. The Lord is laying it in my heart to share this with you. It's a very serious issue that the Lord is laying in my heart. And that issue is when you look around us, you notice that people, especially Christians, they do run away helter-skelter looking for people that will tell them what the Lord is saying. So many people want to hear what the Lord is saying because they don't know that the Lord is speaking to them personally on daily basis. But because of one thing or the other, because of the cloud that has clouded their minds, and it makes them not to know that the Lord is speaking to them. So they are running around looking for people that will consult God, that will know the mind of God for them, that will tell them what the Lord is saying, even when the Lord is speaking to them personally. Now, some are in the category of complaint. Some have come out in the social media to say that, God is calm. Anything about God is calm because they have prayed and they did not receive the answer they are looking for. And some people are saying a lot of things. Some are complaining, when will the Lord answer me? When will God hear my prayer? But this afternoon, God laid it in my heart in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, I will stand my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me and what I will answer when I am corrected. If you look at this place, the prophet started with complaining in chapter 1 of Habakkuk. He was complaining about the unrighteous, how they flourish, how they prosper, how the Lord is not doing anything to punish them. Especially when we look at what is happening around us in Nigeria, how the wicked prosper, how the wicked flourish. Even the last election, we see what happened, the manipulation and everything. And so many people have come out and said that God does not exist. So the same thing with the prophet. He was complaining. He was saying a lot of things. When will the Lord judge the nations around them? When will the Lord judge idol worshippers around them? He was complaining, saying a lot of things, asking a lot of questions. But suddenly he understood himself and said, let me go and wait. Let me stand my watch. Let me set myself apart. Let me wait on God to know what he will tell me. Let me know. And I want you to know that whenever God is speaking, victory is speaking. Whenever you hear from God concerning situation, concerning any ugly situation around you, that is when your victory comes. Because whenever God speaks, victory is assured. Now, he was complaining. But after complaining, he gathered, he was, maybe by revelation, by understanding, he came to understand that, I need to seek God. I need to watch. I am a watchman. Let me watch and see what the Lord will say. Let me wait on him to know what he is going to say concerning this matter. And when he started waiting, the Lord came. Child of God, I want you to know that the Lord can speak to you. I want you to know that the Lord is even speaking to you, but you are not paying attention. Whenever Satan wants to deal with any man, he will cloud the person, the mind of the person with a lot of things. He will make the person think that the Lord is not close, the Lord is not speaking. And that person will begin to look for seers. he or she will begin to look for prophets that we see and tell them the mind of God. And others who don't go to church, who don't want to go to church because they think that God is delaying, is lacking in his dealings with his people. They will begin to run around. They will begin to go to so many places in order to consult what gods are saying. Do you know that those native doctors that you used to go to, you go to them and you ask them what is happening. What is happening? Can you hear the gods who concerning my life? Don't you know that those people are consulting spirits? And they will, after consulting spirits, you don't know what the spirits told them. And they will come out and say, this is what the spirit is saying. This is what the spirit is saying. And you will just believe it and go. You yourself, you don't know what the spirit is saying. The only thing you know is that somebody have already told you what the spirit is saying, and you will just carry it. The spirit have said something, and you will have faith in what the person said, and you will go home. Even when the person is not telling you the truth, you will just accept, the person have consulted the spirit for you, and you will go home. Don't you know that if you wait on God, that God can speak to you? Our Father, He is a Father. And what He is looking for is a father and son relationship. So many of us, we will come in the place of prayer. You will pray without hearing Him speaking. That's why some people you will be hearing this nonsense people used to say these days. They will tell you that I prayed, though, I do this, I do that, and after everything, my situation continued. The reason is because you don't know between prayer and inquiry. As you are praying, make sure that you are inquiring from the Lord to hear what He is saying. Because your victory lies in what the Lord is saying. If God is not speaking, it means that God is far away. You need to wait on Him in order to pay attention to your matter. That's why in Psalm 40, the psalmist said, I waited patiently unto the Lord, and He inclined His ear unto me. Meaning that throughout the years He was waiting, throughout the years He was calling unto the Lord was not paying attention to what He was saying. The Lord was not looking at him. And he waited patiently until the Lord started paying attention. So God can pay attention to your problem, but you are impatient. You are not waiting. You are not eager to hear what He will say. So Habakkuk said, let me go and wait. Let me go and watch in the place of prayer, in the place of the word of God. Let me watch and know what He will say. Because sometimes, here He said, and what I will answer when He corrected me. Because whenever God is coming, He is coming with correction. As you are waiting on Him, you may be waiting in error. When He comes, He will begin to bring correction, saying, look at where you are. Where you are is not where you're supposed to be. And through your prayers and your waiting, you will adjust. You will adjust yourself and place yourself where you're supposed to be. That's how God functions. There's so many of us you want it quick. You don't want to waste time. That's why you see Yahoo boys. You see so many people, Yahoo plus. They are going to native doctor to collect charm. They are going to so many places because they don't know the agreement they are entering. They don't know the covenant they are entering. Sometimes people will enter, give me money. They will give them millions, billions. But the gods or the person representing the gods will not tell you how many years you have to live. They will not tell you. The only thing they will tell you, is it money? Money will come. And they will give you money. And because you are ignorant of the truth, you will just take money without knowing how many years you are going to spend the money. This afternoon, the Lord is calling you. And the Lord is saying that his relationship and yours can be good. You can have a good relationship with him. You can begin to see what is happening around you. This is what God is saying.